Good morning. We have just gone through what's called the Lord's Prayer. Jesus' uh, example of, okay, pray in this manner, pray this way, with no commentary whatsoever on my part. Hopefully, you see goodness, a word just jumped out of my mind and not to my mouth. Hopefully, you see the purpose in that. And if you don't, hopefully you're going to be interested enough to ask. Okay, because if you don't ask, I'm not going to tell you. You, that's just the way it's going. That's just the way it works. That's the way Jesus taught. He taught people that were interested and asked questions. He did things, and then when they started, why did you do this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? There was a level of interest. If there's no level of interest, then you're not ready to receive it, and you will be one of these days. Just keep becoming. Hopefully, you have got at least that much out of when Jesus looks at you. But now we're getting ready to go into a study of Brother Hodges called "Prayer That Prevails," and it's based on John chapter 15 and verse 7. And I will never forget the night that verse just leapt off the pages at me. And I was in a Wednesday night Bible study at a congregation in Murfreesboro, and I did not hear another word said. I can't even remember if we were discussing. We were in John chapter 15. I'm I don't even know if that was the discussion or not, but that verse just went kaboom, and it was just like, okay, this is what prayer is. Okay, this is what prayer is. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, then you will pray and you will ask and you will receive what you ask because my words abide in you. Okay, that's enough about that. We'll let Brother Hodges explain it first. But we have to not live for us. Okay, and if there's something rising up in you right now that's telling you, but okay, if that word's in your mind, get it out of there because that's your flesh rising up, wanting to make you resistant, so you will continue not to hear properly the way you're supposed to, the way we're supposed to. And what has to happen is our agenda has to go away. It has to not matter. Well, God's agenda has to matter. That's boom. That's the switch. That's where Jesus sees. Okay, now I can do something with this one because take a piece of paper and a pen and just give yourself 30 minutes or an hour and write down everything you can think of that you ever wanted to be. And look how that's worked out. Okay, us being us does not work. It was never into us being us was never intended to work. our will is wrong. And you know, I excelled at that for almost 50 years. Okay, I could go on from now until this time next year explaining how that did not work for me. There was not one second of peace in my life at that point. There just never was. It's only when we truly give it up, and hopefully when we went through Romans 12:2, how to know the will of God for your life, hopefully every single one of you have presented yourself a living sacrifice. You have asked the Holy Spirit to stand as Lord over your mind, and we're circling back every day, all day long. And I yesterday I probably had to circle back and say, Holy Spirit, I'm so sorry. I grieved you. Forgive me. Come back 50 or 75 times. But at least I'm doing it. You know, he is actually he's like, whoa, no. Can't be around that. I can't be around that. I can't be around that. So hopefully you're getting to that place. And you know what you want to be, what I want to be, for me, we will never be able to execute Jesus' strategy. We will never be able to serve him the way we can serve him, the way he took Peter, the way he took Simon, okay? And just from a man that the first thing he's recorded as saying to Jesus was, I am not a good man. You would be much better off with somebody else rather than me. I'm not the guy you're looking for. Well, let me tell you something. Every person on this planet is the guy or the girl Jesus is looking for. There are no exceptions. He's looking for all of us. He's looking for you, looking at you, seeing what you could be, seeing what he could be through you. You know, and when this piece of time that we call our life, okay, how long has Moses been with God now? $5,000 longer, somewhere in there. How long was Moses here on this planet as a human? I don't know offhand. I'd have to go look it up. But do you see the difference? You see what God is focused on for you? I mean, we've got a short chance, a short piece of what we call time here. To get prepared correctly for forever, where you want to be. Where you want to be when it comes time for forever? When you meet Jesus in person for the first time, how do you want that meeting to go? How does he want that meeting to go? He wants that meeting to go very well for you. Okay, he wants to elevate you. He wants to elevate you here. He wants to give you men. If you're a woman, he wants to give you women. He wants them to see him in you to the point that they just you can't run them off. So just know that. Know that. He's rooting for you. He's on your side. He's like, the creator of the universe is on your side. Okay? And if the creator of the universe is on your side, it doesn't matter who's not on your side, because he is ultimately in charge. You've got direct access to the CEO of the universe. Carry that with you and know that. And let that determine how you pray. Let that determine how you live. Be happy, be joyful. It's a good thing, good place to be. The only place worth being. And that comes from somebody that's pretty much been everywhere else, okay? I would say that the difference between me and you is everything that you thought of doing, you know, when you were living for yourself, I did it. Okay, I just went ahead and did it. So, and please use my experience as how what a dead end it is. Okay, it is a dead end. It results in death. It results in separation from God. It results in not being able to know, not being able to be led, taught, and directed through the power of the Holy Spirit. It results in him not being able to be anywhere near you. So just be encouraged. Be encouraged. Know that for whatever reason, if you made it into this group or you made it into a group like this, you're on the right track. You're on God's track. Stay on it. I love you.